Shea McTavish will be on the bump for the Bears. They dropped game 1 5-1. That was their first. The snaps are 7-game win streak. Write down these lineups real quick for you guys. No changes for the Bears defensively, except Reed Sutton will DH and bat ninth is the only changes for the Bears. So left field will be Noah Brooks, center field will be Dom DeCarlo. Right field, Riley Paulino. Third base will be Mason Melton. The shortstop will be Francis Sabero. Second baseman Easton Mold. Behind the dish, Garen Gledhill. On the bump be Shea McTavish. Matt Smith will lead things off. He's playing second base this game. Taps rock fire, swung on. Hit to the shortstop, Soupy. He'll make the play. Little PO6. Retire the first batter. The DH Dario Astudillo. McTavish, one pitch, one out. Got the outside corner, strike one. This will be a 7-inning game. Be Smith, Astudillo, Exian, Tanner Martin, Jared Pickney, Elijah France, Ty Harper, Bryce Satterwhite, and Colin Bridges is the lineup game 2 for the Pioneers. Fastball outside corner. Quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. Hopefully, the McTavish family is able to tune in from up north of the border. Shea, a senior from Lethbridge, Alberta. Fastball high and outside. Shea in the season, 8.38 ERA. He's got a win, no losses. This is his 4th start of the season. 2-1. Swung on, hit to left field. Ball be down. Brooks will play the baseball. They'll throw will come into second base. That'll be the first hit of the game. To finish off Shea's stat line, he's thrown 9 2/3 innings, allowed 16 hits, 9 runs, 9 earned, 6 walks, 8 punch outs. Opponents hitting .356 off the senior. Bring up Blake Igisian. He'll be the first baseman this game. First pitch outside corner, strike one. Long hold. Now we go to the plate. Swung on, hit to Mold, and he's unable to make the play. That's going to allow the runner to go from the second to third, and the Bears committed 3 errors in the first game. They've committed 1 here in the first inning. Puts runners at first and third and only 1 out. So the Bears have not been sharp today. Definitely not playing like a team who've come off a 7-game win streak. Runners at first and third. This will be Tanner Martin. Martin, the left fielder this game. Caught the outside corner, strike one. Martin and Jaron Pickney. Nice job. Glad Hill block it up. It's going to allow the runner to advance to second base, though. So the wild pitch will allow runner to advance from first, second. So this inning, we've had a pop out on the first pitch of the game. The Severo, Astudillo, single to left. Exian reached on an error. Runners at first, third, and the wild pitch allowed to have runners at second and third, and only one out of a 7-inning contest. Bears have not been sharp today. Pitch misses outside. Runners count 2 balls and a strike. Got some guys throwing in the pen. I don't know if that's just getting work in or actually starting to toss. I wouldn't think. Try to bring somebody in the first inning. Second and third, 1 out, 2-1. Tried the outside corner and missed. Already kind of 3 balls and a strike from Shea. The Bears were held to 1 run in that first game, and that was a solo home run in a third inning by Riley Paulino, and that was the last hit of the game. The Bears had one other base runner the final 6 innings. Ball 4. First free pass issued by Shea McTavish. And the bases will be full. Bring up Jerry and Pinckney. He'll be the center fielder. Bases loaded, only 1 out. Be Pinckney, then Franz, and then Harper. Pitch loaded outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Swung on, popped up. Mold will call for it, and he'll squeeze it for the second out of the inning. Infield fly rule was in effect. I'll bring up the right fielder Elijah Franz. Franz is able to reach, and then Ty Harper, the third baseman, will hit in the bottom half of the first. Shea's 1 out away from working out some trouble. First pitch fouled off, strike 1. Shea has dominant stuff. Absolutely dominant. He's an excellent young man. I mean, I love being around him. And his stuff on the mound, he gets it up there in a hurry. He just work a little bit more consistent with his control. 0-1. Swung on, now leave the Johnny. So Shea's 1 strike away from working around a ton of trouble in the top half of the first. 0-2 upcoming. Rock, fire. Tried the inside corner, miss. Ran the count of ball and 2 strikes. So you have Martin at first, Exian's at second, and Astudillo is at third. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Elijah Franz, the right fielder. 2 outs. Swung on, got on his hands. Fouls it off. We'll do 1-2 all over again. Gledhill behind the plate. Shea McTavish on the bump. 2 seniors. One from Las Vegas, the other one from Alberta. Swung on, hit the sombrero, and fell on the hop over to East to Mold in time. Now we get Franz retired on the 6-4, and now retire the Pioneers in the top half of the first as Shea's able to work around some trouble and keep the Pioneers off the scoreboard. As we go to the bottom half of the first, it'll be DeCarlo, Paulino, and Sombrero. You're watching Bears Baseball on UPIKE Sports Network. Go to the bottom half of the first. Grayson Wild will be on the bump today in game 2 of the doubleheader. The senior from Fort Mill, South Carolina. He'll face Dom DeCarlo, Riley Paulino, and Francis Sabero in the first. Only change for the Bears will be Reed Sutton hitting 9th. He's the DH. The junior from Tacoma. First pitch missed low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Swung on to the third baseman, line drive. Tattooed it. Bring up Raleigh Paulino, the right fielder. Dom got his fastball, and he drove it just to the third baseman. That's the reason they call it the hot corner, folks. Paulie had a triple and a home run in game 1. Pitch misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Bears only had 3 hits. Paulie had 2 of them. Bears only had 1 base runner after the 3rd inning in game 1. Swung on, hit down the right field line, and Paulie will reach with a single. Bears' first hit of the day here in game 2. Bring up Francis Sabero, the junior from the Dominican Republic. Paulie leads his team with 8 stolen bases. He's perfect on the base paths this year. First pitch swung on. Hit toward Pinckney in center field. He'll set his feet, squeeze it for the second out of the inning. Bring up Noah Brooks, Bears left fielder. If he's able to reach Joe Gagno with. Swung on. Watch out. How that happens, I don't know, folks. He almost hit that one into the Bears dugout behind him. You'll see the wind's blowing. My apologies on the camera. 0-1. Paulie with a big lead. Gets back safely. Well, we got a couple of gusts of wind today. Swung on. That baseball hit the left field. Paulino around second. He'll stay there. As Brooks, he got that baseball in the inner part of the plate, and he tattooed it. Gagnon will hit with runners at first and second, and 2 out. Gagnon and then Mason Milton will hit if he's able to reach. Caught the outside corner, strike 1. Appreciate you guys tuning in this afternoon for game 2. Pitch misses inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. DiCarlo lined out to third base when Paulino singled to right. Sombrero flew out to center field, and Brooksy singled to left. Faked the move to second base, and Paulino back easily. So we'll see Brooks at first base. A little side-by-side action. Tried the outside corner and missed. Running count 2 balls and a strike on the Bears' first baseman. Big Joe. Senior from Calgary, Alberta. 2-1. Got the upper part of the zone. He's got 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces wild, the bottom half of the first of a 7-inning contest. Pioneers took game 1 5-1. Swung on, fouled straight back. Swung on, fouled off that one inside the Spartanburg Methodist dugout. So Brooks hit it inside the Bears dugout at UPIKE. Then Joe hit it in the Spartanburg Methodist. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Swung on, fouled off. We'll do 2-2 all over again. 2-2. Swung on. That one will escape the Johnny as well, and the umpire will need some baseballs now. Big Joe's been fouling things off. Shea was able to work around some trouble in the top half of the first and held the Pioneers scoreless. Bears are threatening in the bottom half. 2-2. Ball 3. Now fill it up. So the runners should be on the move on the pitch. Swung on that baseball, hit to the right fielder, be over his head, be down. Paulino will score, Brooks will score, and Joe will be credited with a 2-out double. That will score 2. Bring up Mason Melton, the Bears' third baseman. A huge knock. Joe's able to come up big for the Bears. Melton and Garen Gledhill will hit if Mason's able to reach. First pitch from Wild to Melton. Misses the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. That'll be a foul ball. Evens the count of the ball and a strike, 2 outs. Gary Justice, UPIKE Sports Network. Glad to be on the ride with you this afternoon. Great day for baseball. 1-1. Caught the upper part of the zone. Under to a ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball, even things up at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces wild, bottom half of the first. Joe Gagnon with a huge 2-out double to right field. Scores 2. Melton will work the count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swung on, popped up. That one will escape to Johnny. That'll be off the gymnasium. See if he's going to hit the broadcast booth or not. Nope. Got back on the field to play. See if you can see the baseball there. Yeah, there it is. Three-two. Swung on. That'll be hit baseball hit down the right field line. Melton around the first. Joe's going to try to score, and he'll be safe. Mason Melton. Give Bears 3 in the bottom half of the first as he singles to right field. That's 3 consecutive hits. 4 of the last 5 batters have reached base for the Bears. So in the last 5 batters, the Bears already have more hits in inning 1 than they had all the entire game on today. They had 3 hits in game 1. They had 4 hits here in the bottom of the first. So whatever Coach Anderchuk said to the team between games, hey, let's say it earlier. Bring up the Bears back, stop Gary Gledhill. See Jaron Pinckney is playing Gary in the pool a little bit, I would say. That one a big lead. Pitch misses outside. If Jaron didn't move, I'll switch cameras for you, but since he moved there, we're good to go. 1 ball, no strikes. So Garen's able to reach, and then Easton Mold will hit. Pick off attempt not in time. Mason's able to get back safely. One 0 upcoming. Excuse me, swing. Mike Wild will play, bobble, and not be able to make the play. That'll be E1. As Garen with an excuse me swing. And then Wild is unable to make the play. Just bounces off his hands. Garen hustling down the line. Gets there safely. Crum will run for Gledhill. Easton Mold will hit with 2 outs, runners at first and second. Mold's able to reach, and then Reed Sutton will hit. Hopefully the Sutton family's tuning in this afternoon. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. Ricardo lined out to third. Paulino singled. Sombrero flew out to center. Then it was single, double, single, air. Bears got 3 so far. Runners at first and second. It was a single by Brooks, a double by Joe, a single by Mason Melton, and Gledhill just reached on the air by the pitcher. Swung on. It'll be a base hit. The throw will come to the plate. It would be not in time. Mason Melton's able to score. I'll give it the Bears 5 here in the bottom half of the first. So a single for Mold to center, and he'll advance to second base. Check that. He'll stay at first because Crum will stay at second. So I've given this one too many runs. They've only got 4. Pitch coach will pay an early visit to Grayson Wild. Going to have some action in the pen here early. That's Colby Stewart, the pitching coach. Bring up Reed Sutton. Reed pitched a little bit on Wednesday, threw the baseball well. Had his first collegiate hit a couple weeks ago against Union Commonwealth. Let's see number 2 right here. Runners at first and second and 2 out. Bears leading this one 4-0. Pitch misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. If Sutton's able to reach, and then the top part of the lineup, Dominic Carlo, the lineup will turn over. This will be the 9th hitter to hit. The bottom of the 1st. Got the outside corner. Leaving the count of the ball and a strike. Mold from first, Crump from second. Pitch misses inside, 2-1. Got a right-hander up in the pen. Swung on, that baseball hit the left field, and that will score Cowboy Crumb. And Mold will stop at third, and Reed Sutton come up big with a single to left field. Now that will make it 5-0. The 5th hit of the inning, the 5th run. And the lineup has there's a batted around as Dom DiCarlo will hit for the 2nd time of the inning. This is all done, folks, with 2 outs. So DiCarlo led off the game, and he lined out to third. Paulino singled to right. Sombrero flew out to center. So the 2 outs, runner on first. Brooks singled to left. Big Joe doubles to right. Mason Melton singles to right. Gledhill reached on the air by the pitcher. Easton Mold singled to center, and then Reed Sutton just singled to left. It's 5-0, 5 runs on those 6 hits. Mold gets lead from third, Sutton from first. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. A 1. All-speed pitch misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bears scored 1 run in game 1 today and exploded for 5 in the bottom of the 1st in game 2. Swung on, hit towards the right fielder. To give chase, Pickney will call for it. Come a long way and make the play. Carlo will be retired on the fly ball to right field. However, the Bears will have 5 runs on 6 hits. So we go to the bottom with the top half of the second. Be 7, 8, 9 due up for the Pioneers. Be Harper, Satterwhite, and Bridges. You watch the Bears baseball on the UPIKE Sports Network. Welcome back to the Johnny as Shea McTavish will toe the rubber for the 2nd time today, now working with a 5-0 lead. Inning 1, Shea threw 19 pitches, 10 strikes. He recorded 2 flyouts and induced a ground out as well. You'll see action still in the pen for Spartanburg Methodist. Harper, Satterwhite, and Bridges. Harper, he's playing third this game. Played left last game. That win in game 1 for Spartanburg Methodist, they moved to 8-10 on the season. The Bears fall to 10-5, 4-3 inside the conference. First pitch to Harper, swung on and missed. Bears moved to 4-3 in the conference. Pioneers were improved to 2-5. 7, 8, 9 in the top half of the second. 2 up for the Pioneers. Pitch, miss on the outside part of the plate. Check out there, 8 and 10, and the Bears are 10 and 5. 1-1. Fastball swung on and missed. Running the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Shea starting to pump it a little bit now. Harper hitting .350 on the season. Drove in 7. Swung on, fouled off. Harper's also scored 7 runs on the season. Shea had the bases loaded with a couple outs in the first inning. Was able to work around a lot of trouble. Put up a 0 on the board. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. Rock, fire, fastball high and inside. After your team scores 2, I mean, scores 5 in the bottom of the first one, come out and get this first hitter. Keep the momentum on your side if you can. Of course, his teammates will love to see a punch out. 2-2 upcoming. Swung on. Hits a sombrero. He'll set his feet, throw across the diamond. Joe's unable to make the tag. So that'll be an E6, a throwing error on sombrero. Asubi had some time here. He set his feet. Just the throw was a little high, and Joe was unable to make the tag. Bring up Bryce Satterwhite. Hitting .238 on the season. A couple of home runs, 6 RBIs for the backstop. He's the catcher. You'll see Harper's lead at first. Nobody out. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. It's never a good time for an error, but it definitely an error. It's your team had the momentum if you're able to keep it. 0-1. Harper's able to get back safely. Rock and fire. Fastball outside corner. Runners got no balls and 2 strikes. I see Shea just keep on pumping and pounding the zone. Long hold. Just missed. Running count to a ball and 2 strikes. So from my vantage point, which is at an angle, so I thought he got it across, so I don't know where Guerin was set up at, though. 1-2. Breaking ball outside. 2-2. Shea, definitely a plus fastball. That was a really good slider as well. 2-2 upcoming. Long hold once again. Breaking ball outside. Fills up the count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. After Satterwhite, it'd be Cohen Bridges, the shortstop. Satterwhite, a freshman from Newberry, South Carolina. Battle back from 0-2. Got him. Be the first punch out of the afternoon for Shea McTavish. He'll be the first out in the bottom half of the second. I'll bring up Cohen Bridges, the shortstop. Hitting 174 on the season. Home run, 5 RBIs. Harper with the lead at first base. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Ball one. I think Grayson Wild, the starter for Spartanburg Methodist, I think his day is done. I've seen him walk down and talk to the gentleman in the bullpen who's getting loose. 1-0. Shows bunt once again, pulls it back, strike one. Evens the count of ball and a strike. One upcoming. Got an out. Runner on first. We'll do 1-1 all over again. Got the outside corner, a little change action. Run the count to 1 strikes. Harper reached on the air by the shortstop. A Satter White struck out looking. Now it's the 2 strikes on Bridges. 1-2. Got him. Back-to-back punch-outs looking for Shea McTavish. He'll bring up Matt Smith. He popped out to Subia shortstop his first time. So now you have a runner at first base and 2 outs. Be Matt Smith and then Dario Astudillo. I keep on messing his name. I apologize, Dario. His last name. Pitch misses outside. Smith will hit. He's the second base. Played first game. One-0. Just missed. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0. Going back to my pitching day, sometimes you wonder, Harper didn't have that big of a lead. You wonder, why does the pitcher throw over? It's just kind of break the rhythm up a little bit. He's thrown two balls in a row. Throw the rhythm up, make a nice throw to first base. Now come back and throw a strike here. 2-0. Swung on. That'll be to Brooks. It'll be over his head, and that'll be over the left field wall. That'll be a two-run home run for Matt Smith. And that makes it 5-2. Both those runs will be unearned due to the error. That's a second home run hit today. Astudillo. Astudillo had a single to set left field his first time. Swung on. I'll get out of the Johnny. Strike one. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Pioneers. 5 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Bears. Astudillo. Blake Exian waits on deck if he's able to reach. Pitch to Astudillo misses. Even the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. One upcoming. Swung on, fouled off. One. Swung on, hit towards Polly in right field because DeCarlo will call for it, and it will squeeze it for the third out. However, the Pioneers will put 2 on the board thanks to a two-out home run by Matt Smith. Go to the bottom half of the second, be 2-3-4, do it for the Bears. Paulino, Sombrero, and Noah Brooks. Which Bears baseball on the UPIKE Sports Network. New hurler on the bump for the Pioneers, J.C. Murphy, a freshman from Woodruff, South Carolina, went to Woodruff High School. Grayson Wild goes the 1 inning. Wild goes the 1 inning, allows 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned. He'll leave the ball game with his club trailing at 5-2. Pauly, back in the first inning, he singled to right his first time up. So on the day to the doubleheader, he has a single, a triple, and a home run. Murphy will toe the rubber for the first time today. Swung on, hit to right field. That'll be a base hit. The second of the game, too, for Riley Paulino is the single to right field. The 7th hit today of the game, too, for the Bears. Bring up Francis Sombrero. He flew out to center field his first time. Sombrero, Paulino will always a threat to run. Got the outside corner. Oh, 1. Checking on Pauly, he had the same thoughts that I did. Pauly's got 4 hits in the doubleheader today. Pauly's on the move. The throw will not be in time. The throw will get past the second baseman. Pauly thought about it. He'll stay there, be the 9th stolen base of the season for Riley Paulino. Sombero's hitting .348 on the season. Home run, 11 RBIs. Scored 19. Now you'll hit with a runner at second base and nobody out. Swung on, fouled off, held on to by Satterwhite. Satterwhite, so now they have the battery, the pitcher and catcher, both freshmen for Spartanburg Methodist. 1-1. Pauly's on the move. The throw will not be in time. They're going to say he's out, caught stealing. Let's look at this once again. They said he come off the bag. I saw him come off the bag, but Coach Anderchuk is wanting him to come here. So on the replay, so Paulino was out of third. That will be the first out of the inning. Now, when he slid into third, I saw his foot come off the bag. However, from my vantage point as far as the camera, the distance, I couldn't tell if he was pushed or if he was still in contact with the bag with his hand. Coach Anderchuk has been very vocal towards the umpires today. And Coach Cody Anderchuk has just been tossed. And Coach Anderchuk is talking to the umpires tonight. You have to issue me a warning, which Coach Cody Anderchuk is making his way around the field. So what happened here, Paulino was thrown out going to third on the steal. He was there safely, but they said Paulino come off the bag. And then Coach Cody Anderchuk goes out to argue the call. And a warning is not issued, and he's tossed. Pitch missed low. Even to count 2 balls and 2 strikes. The umpires, they're doing a good job, but the best they can. But now a lot of calls have been very unsure of. 2-2. A delayed call will get Sombrero looking for the second out of the inning. Again, you can see how delayed the call is. It's a guess. Bring up Noah Brooks. He singled left his first time. Brooksy and then Joe Gagno, excuse me. Swung on. Be a base hit to center field for Noah Brooks. As Brooksy will have his second hit here in game 2. And Joe, his first time up, he hit with 2 outs. He doubled to right field. Joe's able to reach the Mason Melton with. Swung on, popped up. Down the right field line, it'll be foul. A long foul ball. When I say long, folks, I'm down the right field line. About halfway down the right field line and right field. And that baseball cleared right field wall easily. It's foul, though. Brooks with a good lead at first. Missed outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gagno, then Mason Melton, if he's able to reach. Umpire said that one missed high. 2-1. The umpires just don't seem confident in their calls right now. 2-1. I'm not saying the calls are incorrect. It's just the appearance of their calls. They're not confident in what they're calling. 2-1 upcoming. Swung on, hit to bound to the right field line. That'll be a base hit. Brooks around second, going to third. The throw will come to the shortstop. So Joe will have his second hit in game 2, and I'll put runners at first and third and 2 outs. I bring up Mason Melton. He singled right field his first time. Bears got 5 runs, 9 hits so far. Melton and then Garen Gledhill hit. Got the inside part of the plate. Strike 1. Just missed outside. Even the kind of ball and a strike on the Bears' third baseman. Bears scored 5 in the bottom half of the first with 2 outs. They're threatening again the bottom of the second with 2 outs. 7-inning contest. Swung on, fouled off. That'll escape. Be off the gymnasium and said, where's he want to come off at? And they went over to the gymnasium. 1-2. This is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Deuces Wild in the bottom half of the second. Gary Justice, UPIKE Sports Network. Glad to be on the ride with you this afternoon. Swung on. Hit the left field. That'll score a run. As Mason Melton with another 2-out single left field drive in a run for the Bears. Makes it 6-2. Big Garen Gledhill, he reached on air by the pitcher his first time. Joe's able to advance from first to second. Garen and Easton Mold will hit if he's able to reach. Swung on, fouled off. Oh, 1. Swung on, fouled off, held on to by Satterwhite. Again, for Spartanburg Methodist, a freshman pitcher, J.C. Murphy. Freshman catcher and Bryce Satterwhite. 0-2 upcoming. Swung on a miss. And now in the Bears' second inning, they'll put one more on the board as Murphy will record his first punch out of the day. As we go to the top half of the third, it'll be 3, 4, 5. Exie, Martin, and Pigney due up for the Pioneers. Watching Bears baseball on the UPIKE Sports Network. Shea McTavish will toe the rubber for the third time today. Shea's thrown 41 pitches so far, 23 strikes. He's induced 3 flyouts and a ground out. Struck out 2, walked 1 so far. Through 2 innings of play, 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Spartanburg Methodist Pioneers. Bears 6 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors so far. Exie will lead things off. Hitting .403 on the season, a couple home runs, 16 RBIs. Playing first base this game. He was DH last game. Got another reliever going to the pen for Spartanburg Methodist as Shea McTavish will wrap up his warm-up tosses. Exisian. Exisian, a good-looking hitter. Getting that 2-hole for the Pioneers. The senior from Newberry, Florida. Shea will rock and fire. Fastball outside corner, strike one. Five runs in the first for the Bears, one in the bottom of the second. A lot of big two-out knocks for the Bears here in game two. Tried the lower part of the zone and missed. Even the kind of the ball in the strike. One upcoming. Fastball high and outside. Two one. Fastball swung on. That baseball hit deep. Paulino going back, and he makes the play, crashes up against the wall. Riley Paulino tracks this one down. Web Gym nominee upcoming. As Riley makes the play and crashes up against the wall. A senior from Fife, Washington, making the play. Bring up Tanner Martin, the left fielder. He walked his first time. Excellent play by Riley Paulino. Breaking ball outside, one ball, no strikes. We had to get that clipped and sent to ESPN for a little highlight of the day. Top 10. One 0. Fastball outside part of the plate. One ball, one strike. One upcoming. Pitch get past Gledhill. Runs got two balls and a strike. Two one. Swung on and missed. Fouled off. Evens got two balls and two strikes. Still can't get over that play by Riley in right field. He get that clipped and send it to him. 2-2. Swung on and missed. With the second out of the inning, the third punch out for Shea McTavish. That's going to bring up Jerian Pickney, who popped out to mold his first time. Get the big play from your senior in right field, and then your senior on the bump makes a big pitch. Fastball outside corner, strike one. A 1 upcoming. Fastball just off the plate. Evens the count of ball and a strike. One. Swung on, fouled off. Runs count to a ball and two strikes. Shea long look to Gledhill. Swung on, hit to Sombrero. He'll field, bobble, and allow Pickney to advance to first, the E6. Be the third of the day for the Bears. I think that hamstring is bothering Subi. It's a play he normally makes. Elijah Franz will be the hitter. He bounced out 6-4 his first time. Pickney will get a lead at first base with 2 outs. Swung on, hit the right field past Mold. So it'll be a base hit. Franz hit that one hard. I thought he got past Mold. Mold did a great job just getting a glove on the baseball. So now you have runners at first and second and 2 outs, and Ty Harper, he reached on there by Sombrero his first time. So the highlight play from Riley Paulino right, a strikeout, an error, and a single. Bring up Harper. Swung on, fouled off. Oh, 1. Swung on, fouled off. Be off the gymnasium. Running count, no balls, 2 strikes. Shea's got 3 punch outs. 0-2. Tried low and out, missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Matt Smith, 2-run homer with 2 outs in the top half of the second. The 2 runs so far in game 2 for Spartanburg Methodist. 1-2 upcoming. Breaking ball off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild. Got runners at first and second. Francis at first. Pickney is at second base. You'll see the wind blow Shea's jersey. 2-2. Swung on, fouled off. The wind has kind of come and gone today. Right above the Bears dugout, you can see the flag of Paul Butcher Field blowing. See the wind blowing there. 2-2. Lower part of the zone just missed. That'll Philip count 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the umpire has a delayed call. Got to kind of wait and see what the call is. So runners on the base pass will be going on the pitch. 3-2 upcoming. Swung on and missed. The 4th punch out of the day for Shea McTavish is a big one as he'll strand runners at first and second. As we go to the bottom half of the third, it'll be 8-9-1 Mold, Sutton, and DeCarlo for the Bears. You're watching UPIKE Baseball on the UPIKE Sports Network. As we go to the bottom half of the third, 8-9-1 do it for the Bears. Mold, Sutton, and DeCarlo. Easton single to center his first time. 2 runs, 3 hits in the air for the Spartanburg Methodist so far. 6 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors for the Bears. J.C. Murphy will toe the rubber for the second time today for Spartanburg Methodist. Easton shows bunt, called a strike. Fastball outside. Running no balls and 2 strikes. Swung on, missed, fouled off. It's a foul tip, so Easton will stay alive. Coach Miller's asking for an explanation, and the umpire said, "I heard it." Let's see if I can get that. So the umpire from behind the plate will come down. They're going to have a conference. And the home plate umpire was going based upon what he heard. He immediately pointed to Coach Miller and said, "I heard the baseball," because he thought the catcher would have made a play on it. Anyway, no balls, 2 strikes on the Bears' second baseman, Easton Mold. Swung on, hit toward right field. He'll go back. He'll set his feet. He'll squeeze it for the first out of the inning. Retired Mold on the fly ball to right field. Bring up Reed Sutton, who had a big 2-out single to left field his first time. Swinging the bat extremely well for the Bears. Beat Sutton and DeCarlo. Bottom of third. The 7-inning contest. Swung on, that baseball hit above the broadcast booth. Tell you what, folks, Reed got a hold of that one. Not sure what the dimension is down the right field line. Probably about 310, 315. He probably hit that one good 335. 0-1. Swung on, that baseball hit the right field. That'll be a base hit for Reed. Be his second hit in game number 2 as the freshman turns on the inside fastball. Reed hitting the baseball extremely well right now. Brings up the Bears center fielder Dom DeCarlo. He's lined out to third baseman. He's also flew out to right. He'll hit with runner first base and 1 out. Swung on, fouled off. No balls in the strike. Dom up to, he's hitting 264 in the season. He's drove in 10, scored 14 runs. Long hold. No check on Reed. Nothing happening there. No balls and a strike. Got an out. Mold flew out to right field. Sutton single to right. Inside. Even the count of ball and a strike. Appreciate you guys tuning in to the UPIKE Sports Network for Bears Baseball. 1-1. And if the first baseman had been Exigan, if he had been paying attention, he could put a tag down really easy because Reed stumbled going back to the bag. 1-1. Outside corner. That's got 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rocks, fires, swung on a miss. That'll be the second out of the inning, as Murphy will get DeCarlo swing and bring up Riley Paulino, who singled to right twice in game 2. He's got 4 hits in the doubleheader. Go along with a highlight play in right field. So Sutton will get his lead from first with 2 outs now. Swung on, hit back up the middle. Nice play by J.C. Murphy. He'll toss to the first baseman in time to get Paulino 1-3. As we go to the top half of the fourth, it'll be 8-9-1 Satterwhite, Bridges, and Smith for the Pioneers. You're watching Bears baseball on the UPIKE Sports Network. Go to the top half of the fourth inning as Shea McTavish will toe the rubber for the 4th time today. Shea so far is on 61 pitches, 35 strikes. He's induced 4 flyouts, a ground out. Struck out 4, walked 1. He's allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. Gary Justice, UPIKE Sports Network. Glad to be on the ride with you this afternoon, folks. As Spartanburg Methodist took game 1 5-1. And Travis Daniker threw a gem. 3 hit. He allowed 1 run as a solo home run by Riley Paulino. Bears had 1 base runner after the 3rd inning. So we're working with 2 umpires right now. The third base umpire went into the training room. This would be Satterwhite. He struck out looking his first time. This is interesting. Pitch outside corner, strike 1. How many times you see the umpire leave go into the training room? No balls and a strike. Swung on, fouled off. Be strike 2. We've had highlight plays, 2 out base hits, a home run, an injection, a little bit of everything today at the Johnny. Swung on, hit the sombrero. He'll field, set his feet, throw across diamond in time. Gets Satterwhite 6-3. Sombrero left no doubt on that one. Bring up Cohen Bridges. He struck out looking as well his first time. We Bridges and Matt Smith. Start to see a couple of guys get up in the pen for the Bears, and they're moving around, stretching the legs. Just missed off the outside corner. One ball, no strikes. Outside corner, strike 2. Bears scored 5 in the first, 1 in the second. Spartanburg Methodist lone runs here in game 2 was a Matt Smith home run. The top half of the second inning. 0-2 upcoming. Just missed. Let's see where that one was at, folks. I thought that, from my vantage point, I thought it looked good. That's off the plate. Now back to live action. 1-2. Got him that time. And see, that was on a foul tip. I'm confused. I thought they was already 2 strikes. Well, my apologies. Swung on. Mold will call for it at second base. Didn't have the right camera angle. My apologies there, but Mold will make the play. Be the second out of the inning. I was totally messed up on the count. My apologies on that one, folks. Bring up Matt Smith. He's bounced out to the shortstop, and he also hit a 2-run homer back in the second. That was with 2 outs. Nobody on. Caught the inside corner, strike 1. Satterwhite bounced out 6-3, and then Bridges popped out to Mold at second. Just off the plate. I'll even up at 1 ball, 1 strike. One. Baseball get past Guerin. I'm going to count 2 balls and a strike. More of the relief pitchers have shifted down to the bullpen just in case. Again, that's only a 7-inning ball game. We're in the top half of the 4th with 2 outs. Let's see Shea get through this one. He's 1 strike away. That's 2 balls and a strike. 1 out away. Now even to count 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Deuces wild top half of the 4th. Shea has 4 punch outs. Two. Just missed. Outfield account for 3 balls and 2 strikes. The pitching coach for Tyler Russell for the Bears. He was coming out. He thought he had that one. You'll see Russ at the edge of the dugout there. Orange sweatshirt. 3-2. Swung on, fouled off. Give another look in the dugout there, folks, at the Johnny. Got Tyler Russell, the far left-hand part of the dugout. The reserve position players on the bench, and then you got the relievers out in center field. Got a full count on Matt Smith, the second baseman for the Pioneers. Swung on, fouled off. We'll do 3-2 all over again. Played 9 innings already today, already at the top of the 4th with 2 outs. Bears lead this one 6-2. It's been a quick moving doubleheader. Long AB for Matt Smith. Shea will step off. Shea's wanting a different baseball now. He may have a cut on it or something like that. Sometimes the foul ball goes off and they hit the pavement. Sometimes it gets scuffed too much. Sometimes pitchers like the scuff. Three-two. Swung on a miss. That'll be the 5th punch out of the day for Shea McTavish. And here is a long AB for Matt Smith, but McTavish will win the battle. As we go to the bottom half of the fourth, be 3, 4, 5 from Barrow, Brooks, and Gagno. You're watching Bears baseball on the UPIKE Sports Network. Go to the bottom half of the fourth. J.C. Murphy, the freshman, will toe the rubber for the third time. Murphy's thrown 31 pitches, 23 strikes. He's allowed 5 hits, a run. It was earned. He struck out 3. 7-inning contest, bottom of the 4. Sombrero, Brooks, Gagno due up for the Bears. Game started. They had game 1 today. We had 3 umpires, and game 2 started with 3 umpires. Then 1 umpire, the third base umpire, left injured. Francis Sabero will hit. He flew out to center field, and he's also struck out. Dealing with a tender hamstring right now. First pitch caught the outside corner, strike 1. Murphy's looked good since he came in the ball game. Grayson Wild got the start. It lasted 1 inning. 0-1. Low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bears got 6 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors. Exploded for 5 in the bottom half of the first. Sombrero was able to check his swing. He ran the count to 3 balls and a strike on the Bears shortstop. Check it, maybe 2-1. Now it's 3 balls and a strike. Murphy hasn't walked anybody in his time on the bump. Freshman from Woodruff, South Carolina. Swung on, hit to the first baseman. He'll field, step on the bag. Fire Sabero, GL3. I thought that baseball was going to get past and get into right field. Van Brooksy, he's single to left and single to center. Murphy will rock fire. Swung on. That baseball hit deep to center field, going back, and that would be caught at the wall as Brooksy got all of that one. I didn't know if the Johnny was going to hold this one, folks. It's nice play by the left fielder. Going back to the wall and makes the play, then crashes up against the wall. Brooksy got all of that one. That would be the second out of the inning as we go Joe Gagno, who's doubled and singled. Tried the inside corner and missed. Murphy's looking good on the pin, on the bump. Outside corner. I think it's Cole Carmichael up in the pen for the Bears. He's typically the 8th inning guy for the Bears. It's a 7-inning ball game. This will be the 5th coming out. Pitch misses outside. The Pioneers 5-1 win in game one of the doubleheader today. That snapped the Bears' 7-game winning streak. Swung on, fouled off. Even to count 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces are wild in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Johnny LeMaster Field, campus of the University of Pikeville. Gary Justice, UPIKE Sports Network. Happy to spend the afternoon with you. It's out and outside, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Also referred to as a full count. 3-2. Swung on a miss. And now we'll retire Joe on strikes, and now we'll retire the Bears in their half of the 4th. As we go top half of the 5th, it'll be 2, 3, 4, be Dario Exian and Tanner Martin. Do it for the Pioneers. You're watching Bears baseball on the UPIKE Sports Network. As we go to the top half of the 5th, Shay McTavish will toe the rubber for the 5th time today. Shay, 76 pitches, 45 strikes so far. 2, 3, 4 do it for the Pioneers. Dario, the first baseman, first pitch is outside. Shay has induced 5 flyouts, 2 ground outs. Struck out 5, walked 1, allowed 2 runs, only 1 earned. Dario Exian and then Tanner Martin. 1-0. Swung on, hit to Melton the third. He'll field, throw, and time. Nice scoop by Joe Gannett. Gagno at first base. Retired. That's actually an Exian. He got retired 5-3. I'm sorry, it was Dario. He got retired 5-3. That's the Exian. I was messed up on my scorebook. My apologies, folks. This is Exian. He's reached on an air and also flew out to right field. Pitch outside corner, strike 1. Two runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Pioneers. Swung on and missed. Even to count a ball and a strike, Exian playing first base. That is Carmichael on the pin, starting to get hot pretty quick. Say his first sign of danger, he'll be coming in. Shays look good. Rocky first inning, he cleaned things up. Pitched around some trouble. Off-speed pitch, just missed. Again, look at the reason I want to show you this angle. Look at the flag above the dugout, above the press box. Paul Butterfield, you can see how much that wind is blowing right now. You can see Shea's jersey, too. Swung on, hit the sombrero. Nice play. Throw across the diamond in time. That's the reason, folks, he's one of the best in the AAC. Hard hit baseball from Exian. Sombrero fielded on one knee, strong throw across the diamond, and plenty of time to get the runner. I'll bring up Tanner Martin. He's walked and struck out. He's able to reach the interior, and Pickney will hit. First pitch swung on and missed. I love this as far as the guys in the bullpen starting to get starting to make their presence known with their voice out there, cheering on their teammates. 0-1. Boisterous, I guess is the word I was looking for. Just missed off play, 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm worried about our other umpire. He still hasn't made it back out of the training room. Hoping it's okay. 1-1. Swung on and missed. Running got 1 ball and 2 strikes. He's got 5 punch outs. He's a 1 strike away of completing his 5th inning of work. So I allowed 3 hits. 1-2. Got him. That'll be the 6th punch out of the day for Shea McTavish. The 2nd time he's got Tanner Martin. As we go to the bottom half of the 5th, it'll be 6, 7, 8. Do it for the Bears, Milton, Gledhill, and Easton Mold. Bears leading this one 6-2. You're watching Bears baseball on the UPIKE Sports Network. Go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. J.C. Murphy will toe the rubber for the 4th time today. Freshman's thrown 43 pitches, 29 strikes. Allowed 5 hits, 1 run. He was earned. He's got 4 punch outs as well. He's trying to hold the Bears at bay. He'll be facing 6, 7, 8, Milton, Gledhill, and Mold. Mason has single to right, and he's also single to left. Six runs, 11 hits for the Bears. 2 runs, 3 hits for the Pioneers. J.C. Murphy, the freshman, rocking fire. Swung on, hit to the shortstop, Bridges. He'll set his feet, throw across diamond in time to get Milton. Retired Mason 6-3. First pitch swinging. Bring up Garen Gledhill. He reached on an air and he struck out. Garen was a DH in game 1 today and doing the catching duties in game 2. Typically, he'll catch 1 game of the 3 of the weekend. I'm sure he'll catch tomorrow with DH. Fastball outside corner, strike 1. Carmichael is not throwing, so I think Shea will probably go out. Swung on it. Baseball hit to right field. It'll be a base hit for Garen Gledhill. The 12th hit of the day for the Bears in game 2. He squared it up and knew what to do with the baseball. Single to right field. It's going to bring up Easton Mold. And Cowboy Crum will come in and run for Gledhill, the catcher, the speed-up rule, called courtesy runner. Bring up Easton Mold. He singled to center, and he's also flew out to right field. Don't know how aggressive Coach Ike will be running the bags here. Up 4. Murphy checking on Crum just in case. Cowboy, the senior out of Johnson Central High School. Talk about a gritty player. Breaking ball inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Be Mold and then Reed Sutton. Ain't talking about somebody hitting the base bar now. Reed. Single to left, single to right. That dude is got his first one a couple weekends ago against Union. Man, he is squaring it up right now. Just missed 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0. Tried the outside corner, miss. 3 balls, no strikes. Murphy is yet to walk anybody. Again, a freshman battery for the Pioneers. That's pitcher-catcher. Murphy, the pitcher. Checking on Crum once again. So Murphy, the freshman pitcher, and then Satterwhite, the freshman catcher. 3-0. Got the outside corner. Run to 3-1. Still, Easton has an opportunity to look for 1 pitch, 1 spot, something he can drive up. 3-1 in the count. 2-0, 3-1. That's where you can be selective. That'll be ball 4. Be the first free pass issued by J.C. Murphy this afternoon. Outfit runners at first and second, only 1 out. I'll bring up Reed Sutton. You're talking about somebody swinging the bat is hot. Single to the left in the first, and then he singled to right back in the third, and he squared him up. Swung on, watch out. Down towards the broadcast booth. I can still move though, folks. I have to keep my chest in front of it. 0-1. Does he check his swing? So the field umpire, the 2-man crew now, said Reed went around on that. It's typically you don't. I see a lot of guys, umpire in the field, say he went around, but he did. No ball and 2 strikes on the freshman. Swung on a miss. And now we'll get Reed Sutton for the second out of the inning. You'll get Reed swinging. It's going to bring up Dom DiCarlo. He's lined up to third baseman. He's flew out to right field, and he struck out. I saw a speed pitch from JC. That'll be his 5th punch out of the day. So he got Easton at first, and he got Cowboy Crum at second. Dom hitting, 2 outs. Swung on and missed. If Dom's able to get on, then Riley Paulino will hit. Oh, 1. All speed pitch. On the strike on the Bears center fielder. Swung on, popped up. Bridges, a shortstop's going to call for it, and he will squeeze it for the third out of the inning. And retired Dom on the pop out to the shortstop. As we go to the top half of the sixth, it'll be 5, 6, 7 to it for the Pioneers. It'll be Pinckney, Franz, and Harper. Watch the Bears baseball on the UPIKE Sports Network. Go to the top half of the sixth. Shay McTavish will toe the rubber for the sixth time today. Shay's thrown 86 pitches so far, 52 strikes. He's induced 5 flyouts, 4 groundouts. Now 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, walked 1, and struck out 6. He'll face Pinckney, Franz, and Harper in the sixth. Pinckney is bounced out. He popped out to the second baseman, reached on the air by the shortstop. I'm assuming, well, I don't know, Shay is, he's one of those dudes who can go, depends on how efficient he is with his pitches here in the sixth. He's at 86 going into the inning. Swung on, popped up. That'll escape the Johnny. Even the count of the ball and a strike. Got action in the pen for Spartanburg Methodist. I don't know if JC will go back out or not. He's looked good. 1-1. Swung on, hit the sombrero short. He'll set his feet, throw across the diamond, a pull off Joe. I don't know if that's going to be credited as a hit or an error, but sombrero it took a little while to get out of his glove. You can see the hitch, and when somebody like Pinckney running, you cannot hitch. It's going to be an E6. Second time Pinckney has reached on this game by an E6. That's the fourth of the errors here in game 2. Elijah Franz, the right fielder, hit. Bounce out 6-4, and he singled to center. Pinckney's on the move. Gladhill's throw will not be in time. Just check on Sombrero's hand here, as you'll see the replay. As Pinckney, the baseball and Pinckney, everybody arrived at the same time. Sombrero holding that hand, the glove hand. That dude, man, Francis's hamstring hand. He's a battler though. No balls and a strike on the hitter though. Bears leading this one 6-2. Top half of the sixth. 0-1. Swung on, fouled off. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 upcoming. long hold. Swung on, hit past Sombrero. Brooks will play the baseball. It'll be a base hit. It'll be the second of the game, too, for Elijah Franz. Just went with a pitch. Backdoor breaking ball. Hit it past the 6 hole. Be hit number 4 of the afternoon, or game 2 for Spartanburg Methodist. Bring up Ty Harper, third baseman. Reached on an error, and he's also struck out. So the Bears were in control of this one going into the 6th. Now you got runners at first and third, and nobody out. Bears only up 4. Off-speed pitch swung on and missed. Carmichael starting to throw with a little bit more intensity now. Swung on, hit down the right field line. Paulino will play the baseball. 1 run will score. The throw will come into Sombrero and make it a 6-3 game. Shea McTavish's day, I believe, is done, folks. He threw the baseball extremely well. And Cole Carmichael will come in to relieve Shea. We'll take a short break. You're watching Bears baseball on the UPIKE Sports Network. Cole Carmichael, a sophomore from Maricopa, Arizona. He pitched an inning on Wednesday against Shawnee State. This will be Cole's 6th appearance of the season, a 5.79 ERA. He does have a save. Thrown 4 2/3 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. He's walked 3, struck out 3, but opponents are only hitting 133 off the sophomore. He will come in and face 8, 9, and 1. Well, there's nobody out. Spartanburg Methodist scored 2 on a 2-run homer by Matt Smith back in the top half of the second. It's been zeros ever since. But an error by Sabero to lead off the 6th, and then a single by Franz and a single by Ty Harper drives in a run, which will be unearned. But the Bears leading this one by 3, and the tying run is at the plate. Satterwhite has struck out, bounced out 6-3. You can see the runners at second and third, and nobody out. The runner at second is Harper. The runner at third is Elijah Franz. Check that they're first and second, not second and third. Pitch misses outside, so let me back that up. Franz is at second. Harper's at first. So there's still you got an opportunity, 1 pitch, 2 outs. 1-0. Fastball, strike 1. Two in the second, 1 here in the 6th so far for the Pioneers. Bears looking for the split today. 1-1. Inside corner, strike 2. 1-2 upcoming. Swung on, hit down the right field line, foul. We'll do 1-2 all over again. Cole has the ability to punch people out. Swung on and missed. That'll be the first out of the inning. That'll be the first strikeout for Cole Carmichael. Bring up the shortstop for the Pioneers, Colin Bridges. Going to have a pinch hitter. Payne Sheriff, the sophomore from Duncan, South Carolina, will hit. So Carmichael comes in and records the punch out. And you can see you can see Easton's jersey blowing and wind. It's a nice breeze. So Payne Sheriff will hit, and then Matt Smith, leadoff hitter, will hit after him. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Shot the outside corner, missed. Our third umpire is back out in the field. You'll see him. You see the home plate umpire, the first base umpire, and the umpire is second. One ball, no strikes. Fastball. Caught the zone. Leaves the kind of ball and a strike. I believe I jinxed this, folks. I was talking about how quick the game was going. Everything's kind of slowed down since then. 1-1. Breaking ball. Nice job of Guerin to block it up. You want to elevate that, or you want to angle that chest to keep that baseball in front of you. Excellent job of the senior. Two one. Swung on and missed. A foul tip, which I'm not sure why I'm not understanding the hand signals from the umpire. There's a swing and a miss. I think his signal foul ball, but he was caught. Swung on, hit the poly in right field. He'll set his feet. He'll make the play. The throw will come home. Won't be in time. Nice play with Poly and right, and that's a long throw, too. You'll see Paulino here in the screen, sets his feet, launches the baseball, and that play was close at the plate. So that'll be the second out of the inning. I'll bring up Matt Smith, who has popped out to the shortstop, hit a 2-run homer, and struck out. He's the tying run right now, though. Pitch low and outside. One ball, no strikes. Swung on, hit towards the right field line. They give him chase. Joe's unable to make the play. Nice hustle play. Polly giving him a hard time. Big Joe for not being able to get back here. But Joe had to come a long distance on that one. Also seen a rotation as well. See the first base umpire was the field umpire. He's now shifted to first. 1 ball, 1 strike on Matt Smith, the second baseman for the Pioneers, though. Glad Hill blocks it up. It's Ty Harper running at second base. Glad Hill picks it out of the dirt. Runs count to 3 balls and a strike. Got Richter Castillo up in the pen for the Bears as well. This is a big one for the Bears. They need to win this series. 3-2. Swung on, hit toward DeCarlo. He'll go back, set his feet, squeeze it forward to third out of the inning. And now retire the Pioneers in their half of the 6th. They'll score 2. Do it for the Bears in their half. It'll be 2, 3, 4. Paulino, Sombrero, and Brooks. Watching Bears baseball on the UPIKE Sports Network. New pitcher for the Pioneers will be Peyton Gardner. Be the third hurler of the day for the Pioneers. J.C. Murphy thought he threw the baseball extremely well for Pioneers. Does 3 flyouts and 3 ground outs. He struck out 5, walked 1, allowed 6 hits. A run he was earned in 4 innings. Peyton Gardner will be the third hurler of the day for the Pioneers. But don't look now, folks. It's 6-4. Bears scored 5 in the bottom of the first, and they looked like they were going to blow this game open. But Pioneer pitching has settled down. They've held the Bears to 1 run in the second inning, and it has been zeros in the third, the fourth, and the fifth. I bring up Polly. He's 2 for 3. He's singled to right field twice, and he's also bounced back to the pitcher. First pitch missed outside. Polly hit his 3rd home run of the season, game 1. Swung on and missed. He's only a double away if I'm having the cycle on the doubleheader today. He had the triple and home run in game 1. He's at the 2 singles in game 2. A ball and a strike on the Bears senior right fielder. Swung on that baseball hit deep. Pickney will go back, going back. It'll be over his head. Polly around first. He'll go to the second base, and he'll go to third. He'll try to stretch it out, and it'll be a leadoff triple for Riley Paulino. As Polly, you'll see him running hard around the bases, never stops, putting pressure on the defense as a throw gets by to the third baseman that hit off the Bears baseball flag inside the dugout. So now that will be the 12th hit of the 13th hit for the Bears in game 2. Now Subi will hit. Ground out. He's flew out to center field. He struck out and bounced out to the first baseman. Here's the defense. They're playing in. They get past the catcher, and Paulino's going to try to score, and he does. As you'll see, nice job of Paulino reading the baseball in the dirt. The baseball doesn't get very far away, but he's hustling to the plate. He scores the Bears' 7th run in game 2. So that run was created all by Riley Paulino. Leadoff triple, running the bags hard. A pitch just skips away from the catcher ever so slightly. Paulino hustling, reading the baseball down, and scoring the Bears' 7th run. A ball, no strikes on Subi. Be Sombrero and then Brooks. Then Gagno. Got the outside corner. He was the kind of ball in a strike. Pinckney had, I thought, on Polly's triple, he was tracking it. Pitch hot inside, but Paulino hit that baseball a long way to center field, folks. That's the deepest part of the park, and he one-hopped the wall. 2-1. Ball 3. If Sombrero is able to get on, I'd be surprised if they didn't run for Subi and re-enter him and play defense. 3-1. Swung on, fouled off. You'll see action in the pen. Spartanburg Methodist. Got a right-hander up. 3-2 upcoming. Swung on, hit past the pitcher, get a glove on it. The second baseman will field, throw in time to get Sombrero. Gardner got a glove on this one. Ball back in the middle, he's able to deflect it ever so slightly, and then Matt Smith was able to come up, makes a nice running play. Just enough time to get Subi going down the line. Bring up Noah Brooks. Brooks sees single to left, single to center, and flew out to left. When he flew out to left, that was against the UPIKE baseball sign on the left field wall. He'll hit with 1 out. First pitch, called strike 1. I don't think Noah agreed with the call. Noah swinging a hot stick. Swung on, popped up. That one will escape to Johnny. Nope. Third baseman's going to make a play. I just assumed that baseball would get out of the park, but that'll be the second out of the inning. Bring up Joe Gagno, who's doubled and singled and struck out. That double was big back in the first 2. That was a 2-out double. Scored 2. Joe and then Mason Melton. Pitch low and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Swung on, hit to the second baseman. He'll field, throw in time. And Joe will be retired 4-3. And I retire the Bears in their half of the 6th. Go to the top half of the 7th. It will be 2, 3, 4, Dario Exian and Tanner Martin. You're watching Bears baseball on the UPIKE Sports Network. You'll see the third hurler today coming in. That's Richter Castillo. This will be a safe situation for him. Richter's 6th appearance of the season, a 3.6 ERA. 5 innings pitched, 7 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned, 3 walked, 4 punch outs. Opponents hitting .318 off the senior from Venezuela. It will face 2, 3, 4, Dario, Blake Exian, and Tanner Martin. Four runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Pioneers. 7 runs, 13 hits, 4 errors for the Bears. Pioneers scored 2 in the second and 2 in the sixth. Bears scored 5 in the first, 1 in the second, and it was zeros until the sixth when Paulino led off with a triple and scored on the wild pitch. Castillo threw an inning on Wednesday against Shawnee State. Astrodillo will lead things off. He singled, flew out to center, and bounced out 5-3. Astrodillo, Exian, and Martin. First pitch pitches inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Bears looking to pick up their 5th conference win of the season. Their 11th overall. The top part of the lineup was where the senior from Venezuela had to go through. Fastball outside corner. One. Swung on, fouled off. That's to deal low with the senior from Newberry. Bulk Colts, and that's in Florida. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Castillo will get his sign from Gledhill. Slider just missed. Evens count 2 balls and 2 strikes. These two teams will wrap up the series tomorrow, noon scheduled start time on the same YouTube channel, 2-2. Got him. I'll be the first out of the inning, and it's a big one as Richter Castillo got Astudillo looking. I'll bring up Blake Exian. Exian, he has reached on an air, flew out to right field, and bounced out 6-3. Exian was the DH in game 1. He's the first baseman in game 2. Low and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. One-0. Swung on, hit towards the broadcast booth. Even got 1 ball, 1 strike. As the baseball is coming towards me, I promise you, I'm not going to move. I'll catch it before I move. I'm locked in, 1-1. Runner's got 2 balls and a strike. I do have computers up and pen in my hand and switcher in the other hand, so I was protected. 2-1. Outside, 3 balls and a strike. Castillo hops off the rubber just to clear the mind. Now he's ready to rock and roll. 3-1 upcoming. Swung on, hit towards right field. DeCarlo will give chase, and that will split he and Paulino. And the throw will come into second base. That'll be a 1-out double. To right field, well hit baseball. It just split Dom and Riley. Bring up the left fielder, Tanner Martin. He's walked and struck out twice. Trey Wendell will come in and run for Blake at second. You could probably hear the helicopter coming in, going to the hospital. It'll be the 6th of the day, or the game 2, I should say, for Pioneers. Be Martin, Pinckney, and then Franz now. Pioneers looking for 3 in the top half of the 7th. This is the last inning if they don't score 3. Outside corner, strike 1. Mold will give the sign to Richter as far as the hold is concerned. 0-1. Just missed. Evens to count up a ball and a strike. I think Richter may have wanted that one. One. Just missed. Astudillo struck out looking, and then Blake Exian doubled to right field. Trey Wendell's running a second for him with 1 out. Pioneers trailing by 3. All-speed pitch swung on and missed. Evens to count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Game's 2 hours and 13 minutes long. 2-2. Gledhill will make the play to throw to third base. Will not be in time. So the wild pitch will allow Wendell to advance from second to third, and that'll fill the count up on Martin. As now you can see the wind gusting. You can see the tent starting to rock a little bit. I'll say the wind feels pretty good, though. It's been warm today. However, this is a big pitch upcoming from Richter Castillo, 3-2. Got him. That'll be the second punch out for Richter Castillo. The third time they got Martin swinging here in the second game of the doubleheader. Jerry Pinckney, who's popped out to the second baseman, reached on the air by the shortstop twice. Well, backdoor slider from Richter for his second punch out. Pinckney and Elijah Franz. Bears 1 out away from picking up their 11th win. Swung on, hit down the left field line. Brooks will play it into second, trying to stop him from going to second. But Pinckney will be a 2-out double. So I'll score a run for Spartanburg Methodist. I bring up Elijah Franz. The right fielder has bounced out. He bounced into a fielder's choice, singled to center and singled to left. He represents the tying run. Pitch misses low and out. And Pinckney at second base can run, folks. He's a good center fielder. Pitch missed the zone. And 2 balls, no strikes. Richter. Actually, the count shows 1-1. Okay, I messed up. 1-1. Drop for the inner part of the plate and missed. Richter thought he had that one. He's got 2 balls and a strike. Two-one. Caught the inside corner. Even got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild in the top half of the 7th. The Bears are 1 strike away from splitting the doubleheader. Picking up their 11th win overall and their 5th win inside the AAC. 2-2. Low and in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Big pitch upcoming from the senior. It's the reason why Ricker Castillo is in this situation to make these pitches. 3-2. The senior from Venezuela will come set. Rocks, fires, swung on, hit back to Castillo. He'll field a position, toss to Joe Goodall, and that will retire Friend 1-3, and the Bears will pick up their 11th win, and they'll move to 5-3 inside the Appalachian Athletic Conference as the Bears and Pioneers will split the twin bill. With Spartanburg Methodist win game 1 5-1, Bears win game 2 7-5. The final line for the Bears: 7 hit runs, 13 hits, 4 errors, and for the Spartanburg Methodist, 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error as well. Castillo will be credited with the save. McTavish will get the win. Wild will be credited with the loss. Paulino was the highlight offensively here in game 2 with 3 hits, scoring 2 runs as well. So I wrap things up from the Johnny, folks. Appreciate you guys spending the afternoon with me as we wrap things up on the UPIKE Sports Network. And until next time, remember, it's always a great day to be a UPIKE Bear.